Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital Edition. All right, guys, today is Monday, October the 24th, 2022. I hope you had a great weekend and are having a great work week or just week period. Um, let's get into this on a scale of 1 to 10. I don't know. It was like I, I'm still trying to get it's like a 7 for me, but I don't know. Let's go. So we see Carly and Drew. And so they're still in Jacksonville, and I guess they've spread her mother's ashes. That's what y'all told me on the live. Oh, thank you guys so much for joining the live as well. I'll be doing it again this Friday, and then I won't do it for a few weeks. But this Friday at 7 o'clock Central. That means 8 o'clock East Coast, 6 o'clock, no, 5 o'clock West Coast. But so they're on the beach and they're kissing. And I said, well, wait a minute, I didn't see this part. But they're connected and they realize they care about each other. They're tired of. They said Jacksonville changed them, and they said Jacksonville has really changed them. It changed their outlook on things. Carly says she's ready. I guess she's ready for a relationship. And honestly, I this couple is not for me. They're wonderful actors. Cameron, Laura, wonderful. It's just not for me. But I know for the people that really enjoy them and they're happy that they're together, I'm happy for you guys. But I'm just indifferent. I'm just indifferent about their whole relationship. So let's move on. We see Sonny, Sasha, Martin, and Nina, and they're all together, and they have to worry about Sasha's guardianship. Sasha tells Martin, "Don't worry about this," and he says, "No, this is what Lucy would want me to do." So on one hand, he's stressed because he wants to find Lucy, but on the other hand, he knows, she would want him taking care of Sasha. So he says because Brendo has passed, they're gonna do a court guardianship because Sasha has no other family. And so because of that, they have to do something. So they're gonna do a court appointed. And they were like, Sonny was like, I'll do it. And then it was like, I could even do it. And Martin said, no, you can't because they won't take a felon. And they were like, oh. And so then they said, what are we going to do? We're not going to let this happen. And then Gladys comes in and she said, this is my daughter-in-law. When she married Brando, she became family. And what you say, Sonny, it's time for me to step up and take care of family. So Sasha, I'll be your guardian. And Martin says a mother-in-law could work. And so everyone's in agreement with it. And so Martin leaves out and they all talk and it was a nice moment. Nina tells Sasha, I know I'm not family, but I still think of you as a daughter I never had or that I never got to know. And she cares about her. And so she's going to be there for her. And Sasha said, I don't deserve that. And Nina's like, listen, everybody in this room could say we don't deserve something. And then Sonny just tells her, I'm going to be there. And so everybody's glad that Gladys has stepped up. And so they come back and Martin's, you could tell he's upset. And they were like, did you get news from Lucy? He says, no, but you know what they say, good news is. And then he was like, but I don't know about this case. And Sonny, they're all telling her Lucy's strong. If anybody could survive this, it would be Lucy. And Sasha, gives Martin a hug and everything. And then he says he's gonna hit them back when he hears from the judge. But at this point, Gladys being her guardian should work out. So let's move on, baby. Dear Arden, didn't you do this with Trina? You did this exact same thing with Trina, but I get it. She's like, I have to do my job, but you don't have to be such a shrew about it. So she and Jordan are going back and forth because Jordan said, she telling Jordan, like, why you giving Anna special treatment? Everybody all these cops around here, because Anna is who she is. Y'all all giving her all this special treatment and whatnot. And Jordan says, don't you see this is a frame job? Like, you can clearly tell that Anna didn't do this. But DA Arden is like, I follow the evidence and you need to do your job. And so she leaves or whatever. And so that leaves Matt comes in and Jordan gets him up to speed. And he was like, Anna, he said, I mean, it looks like Anna. And he says, but Anna wouldn't do this. Like, she would never be so sloppy. It doesn't even make sense. And Jordan said, oh, I already know she didn't do this. We already know she's being framed by Victor. And they're just like, and they were like, well, we got to figure out who in the world has done this to Anna, because the evidence doesn't look good, but they already know Victor did. So they're going to try to figure out how he was able to do it. So yeah, Anna was at her car ride and she see all this evidence. Anna should have drove her butt off, but she didn't. Dante comes up, and so she's talking to Dante, and she's telling him that the evidence points to her, and he says, she's updating him on everything that's going on, but she didn't tell him I got stuff in this trunk or whatever. She didn't tell him that part of it. So then DA, she was like, I gotta go and check on something when it comes to Victor. But DA Arden said, you're not going anywhere. So she stops Anna from doing it. And so she says, I have a warrant for the search of your home is already being searched. Now we have one for your car. I said, how the heck she get a warrant so fast? Girl, you know something fishy when it's fishy. And so Dante was like, really? Can't you see a setup when because Dante doesn't know about the video evidence at this point, I don't believe. So anyways, she opens up the trunk, and there are the clothing and everything that the killer was wearing. So they bring Anna in, and Jordan and Mac are just like, no, this is a frame job. Like, Anna is not this sloppy. This woman is the highest level of a detective and undercover and police officer. Like, she's not this sloppy. Stop it. Stop it. And Dante says, I gotta go, but I'm gonna be right back. He tells Anna, we gotta follow this by the book, because DA Arden or whatever. So we gotta follow this by the book. And now earlier, Jordan had told DA Arden, I'm sure Robert wouldn't like that you're doing this to Anna. And she says, well, that's his that they have a connection and X and everything, so he's gonna have to recuse himself from this role anyways. And she said, well, why are you thinking that far advanced? But DA Arden is just, she's trying to get her a big fish. And so she like, the evidence pointing to her, I'm taking her down. So girl, you finna get messed up in court again like you did with Trina. And I said, furthermore, why are y'all doing this story like a storyline where the person is like, you could clearly know that they're innocent, but it's not showing. But why are y'all doing another Trina storyline? Why? I don't want to see this again where you have somebody framed and y'all can't prove it. Like, oh my gosh. And so anyway, she tells DA Arden tells Mac, arrest Anna. And she says, he told her no. And she says, I'm reporting you to internal affairs. And then she tells Anna, it must be nice to be you, to have all these people defending you. I'm like, why are you making this personal? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why are you making this so personal? How you feel about Anna? Hey, mama. But anyway, so Mac wouldn't do it. So Anna doesn't want Robert to get in trouble. And Jordan, so she says, Jordan, please just arrest me. Handcuff me, read me my rights. So Jordan does, and the DA leaves. Ew, I can't stand her. I said, why y'all bring this woman on just for her to be a shrew? Why? Oh. So then we see Holly, Robert, Felicia, and Scott. They all see Holly and they're like, oh my gosh, Felicia and Scott, that is. And I don't know. I'm not trusting Holly. There's something about her that's weird to me. Okay, Mila, come on. It's something about her, like it's giving a weird vibe to me. So I'm not 100% trusting her and everything. But I don't know, because some people were saying Victor has gotten Holly's twin. They said Holly's twin in the spoilers, and it's not actually Holly. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. But anyways, so hold on, I gotta put my back on my mic. So then we see that they're all sitting down, and she says she has no memory. She don't know what's been going on the last 2 years. And they were like, really? And so then they started talking, and she doesn't know that Luke has died. So Felicia says something, and Robert tries to cut her off, and she's like, what was that? What are you trying to hide from me? And so they were trying to hide that Luke has passed. They were trying to hide that information about Holly, but they end up telling her, and she was like, really? And she was like, how could this be? And that around that time, Victor comes through. And so when Victor comes through, he speaks to them, and they like, get out of here, because they believe that he had something to do with Lucy. And she said, really? Y'all think he was behind it? And they were like, yes. So Victor's looking over there with them, but he's also on the phone. And whoever he's talking to, he's like, I'm going to have to make a contribution to DA Arden if she ever decides to run for office, like a higher position or anything, because she's doing exactly what he wants her to do. But I don't know who he's talking to. Maybe he was talking to the deputy mayor. But anyways, they're telling her all this information. And then Dante comes up and he says, Robert, have you got, is your phone on you or something? And has been trying to reach you. He said, I haven't dinged all day. Suspect to me. But he says, I haven't dinged all day. And then he tells him what's going on with Anna. And they're all like, hey, no, Anna didn't do that. And they said, but we know who did. And they talking about Victor. And then Holly gonna get herself up and she gonna go over there and slap Victor and say, that's for Luke. And the next are gonna be for Lucy and Anna. I said, girl, I don't believe it. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm off on this, but I'm not trusting her. So then Victor gets on the phone and he says, oh, the search warrant is going through, because he told them he's going to press charges. And Dante and them was like, we ain't seen nothing. I didn't see anything. And Felicia was like, I was checking an email. And Scott said, well, I'm gonna just flat out lie. And he said, well, and I would throw this drink in your face, but I'm not gonna waste good vodka. And so Victor's just like, whatever. And so he's talking to somebody, whoever he's talking to on the phone. He says, the search warrant is already taking place. And okay, good. It's a shame that they're going to find stuff in her home that's going to send her away to prison for life. And then he says he almost feels bad for her, but he doesn't. And y'all, that was General Hospital today. I don't know what to rate it. Maybe a 7. It was a 7 for me. But y'all tell me what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for all new episodes of What Happened on the Soaps General Hospital Edition. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.